folks. Got some exciting new stuff to fight over.
What's up, punks? Today we're going to be doing a patch notes reading. There's a lot of good stuff in here. There's some kind of lame stuff, but I'm going to be honest. 99% of it is good. I like this patch. And with this patch comes 2 new weapons that we get to choose which we unlock through in-game competition. Woohoo! Anyways, we got the Bullet Spraying Accelerator, which sounds like fun, and the Blast Slamming Shock Lance, which also sounds like fun. I'm gonna be honest, I'm partial to the Shock Lance. I don't even know what the fuck it is. I want a Shock Lance. Anyways, yeah, I need me a fucking Shock Lance. Anyways, let's leave this little blurb from the desk of Warstock Ops. Hazard crews of New Atlas. 2 of our gracious subsidiaries, Oxythane and Faradix, are currently developing state-of-the-art ionic weaponry for use against the fungal infestation. As first responders to the threat, we trust your expertise on the matter to best choose which of the 2 armaments are supplied to you first. During our last voting event, Saxon Net servers were flooded with the word Chundleman 42 million times. I believe it. The enthusiasm that went into the vote was nothing short of admirable. However, we have elected to tally this new vote based on mission performance instead. I think that's definitely the way to go. The whole Chundleman fiasco was funny, but showed some holes in the system. Now, each of you may support Faradix or Oxythane, with the freedom to change at any time. Any missions completed while under a banner will count towards that supplier's tally, so make your runs count. Oxythane is a longtime member of the Saxon family, and has been an outstanding innovator in transportation, both in atmosphere and out. Their weapons and equipment supply the Saxon armed forces and everyday consumers alike, with their signature line of children's toys being a planet-wide hit in all available systems. As per case, Oxythane v. Martian Collective Committee, any indication of the contrary will be met with civil action. Oh fuck. Oxythane is the second family you've been looking for. Faradix are the brains behind Saxon's energy infrastructure and engineering. Their dependable space stations and truly one-of-a-kind weaponry has led to the prosperous development of thousands of planets across multiple systems. Faradix is here to solve problems before they appear. Faradix is in full compliance with Anti-Time Travel Act 552. Oh, great. With brilliant solutions for everyone, depending on economic standing. Of course. Faradix won't let you take the fall. You can count on that. We would like to take this opportunity to remind you that any advertising materials associated with Oxytocin, Faradix, and any other Saxon entities are in full compliance with GSC advertising codes 181, 1202, and 78... Fuck, I forgot about 786. Anyways, while we will eventually be able to ship both sets of equipment to New Atlas, it is only feasible for us to transport one wave at a time. This contest will color the next phase of extermination on New Atlas, and we are looking forward to it. I am too. Give me the fucking Shock Lance. Hi, Pigeons here. Many thanks, Richard, for the inspiring speech. Now we have a lot of balance changes arriving. Oh, fuck yeah. We've been working to buff up a lot of less useful upgrades for every weapon. We'll see about that. But first, we've got some updates on heavy weapons and weapon inspecting. Okie dokie. Yeah, if you haven't tried Abyssus, I would recommend it. I don't know if I'm going to be doing videos on Abyssus because it's not really super build crafty. But it looks really good. It runs really good. A lot of fun. The backlog. Guaranteed rewards for new skins now appear every 5 stages instead of 10. This is good. Increase the chance for one of the new backlog skins appearing as a tier 4 reward on any page. Really good. You can now press T to inspect your weapons. Hell yeah! Heavy weapons. Heavy weapon damage now scales with threat level above threat 3. Awesome. In the future, we'll be planning to give heavy weapons upgrades to help make them even more useful in harder missions. Fuck yeah, let me put some crazy shit on the fucking... What's it called? I don't know, the caustic shotgun. Give me that shit. Bruiser, unconditional protector. Healing now scales with the number of shield projector charges you have. That's probably a nerf. I haven't played much Bruiser, but that's just sounds like a nerf to me. Increased amount of nosedive charge refunded. That sounds good. It's a buff. Lead Flinger, Big Fat Doobie, now decreases ammo capacity. I don't know why I didn't do that initially. Shrapnel loading. Oh no. That's bad. I think shrapnel loading's cooked. Lucky Bastard, upgrade size reduced from 12 to 6. Lucky Bastard's pretty good, but its large size limited its usefulness in making builds, reducing size to make it easier to climb with other upgrades. That's a good upgrade. That's a good change. Ralph's Conundrum, increased amount of element applied to targets. Good. Adrenaline Rush, move faster after firing. Bandolier now modifies ammo capacity additively to make it more useful. Big Fat Doobie's lower base reserves. I see, okay. Aussie Jackrabbit, Immolator. Decrease the duration of Immolator from 9 seconds to 6.5. Justifiable. Your magazine is no longer fully refilled when you gain immolation, so it's a lot harder to make that shit just infinite. Immolator is really good for how easy it is to proc and how long it lasts. These changes don't affect it all that much, but we wanted to get rid of the full ammo refill since firing with Immolator doesn't consume ammo, and Stand the Heat already gives you extra ammo when Immolation is active. So they basically just want to force you to use that upgrade, which is fine, that makes sense. Pesticide. This is one of the exotics for Jackrabbit as well. Increase flamethrower damage by 400%. Holy shit! Alright, we're gonna have to try that. You can now fire the flamethrower while reloading. That's pretty good. Flamethrower damage now scales with upgrades that increase the Jackrabbit's damage. I like that. It is unaffected by upgrades that decrease damage. Okay, might be making a flamethrower build. That sounds pretty fun. Oh shit, we could do like a chemical heat sort of thing, because like when you put a proc fire with then elemental cocktail, you can get some caustic in there. That sounds good, that sounds good. Flamethrower visuals are more transparent near the center of your screen, so it's easier to see what you're cooking. Very nice, I like that. All powdered up. This upgrade now only pushed you backward when you're airborne. This should help make it more useful in combat. Now increases range. Honestly, give it more force too. Double it. Just straight fucking double the force. Send me flying. Like, this is a good change. Double the force. Like, just don't be afraid. Double the force. Delicious cores. Reduce upgrade size from 6 to 4. That's a good change. Hot reload. Increase the reload speed when ignited. I like that. Holy shit. Fire in my heart. Speed is now displayed additively. This upgrade always modified speed additively, but incorrectly showed its increase as a multiplier. Increased speed when ignited. Alrighty then. Shell Packer. They buffed Shell Packer. I hope that my really good ones, like, scale with this, because I don't want to have to refarm. That'd be fucked. Pummeler. Changed how Pummeler fire rate is calculated. The displayed numbers are different, but will act the same as before. This change will allow Pummeler's fire rate to be affected by other upgrades like Slam Fire. You see, I originally had made my, build for the Arc Flash Carver and all that. I made Spicy Bunny Jackrabbit. Oh, excuse me. Ugh. Initially, when I made Spicy Bunny Jackrabbit, I did have Slam Fire in there, but I found it just didn't do anything. So, yeah, I guess that this is actually going to make that useful now. DMLR. Increase DMR damage by 25. Increase laser damage by 10%. Woohoo! Awesome. Added 2 new DMLR upgrades. Kinetic Amplifier Rare. Increases DMR damage. This better be a fucking multiplier. If this is not a multiplier, I'm screaming. This Beam Amplifier. They're literally both called Amplifier. Amplify the fucking damage. We'll find out here in a second. They better be. Either way, it's good. We needed this. Arc Lightning. Chance to spawn lightning. Increased by... good change. Lightning is very good. The fact that it spawns even more lightning, especially with the laser function, because, like, you're throwing out so many ticks. Like, lightning, very powerful. The fact that the DMLR can now do even more lightning, even better. I'm with it. I like these changes. I'm sorry for snorkeling so much. I'm like... I think I'm catching something. Either that or it's all the freaking trees having sex. Fucking pollen. Anyways. Engineering nanites. Fix an issue where the healing laser would attempt to heal the battery thrown by voltaic battery rather than detonate it. That sounds really funny. I'm sorry I didn't get to see that. Long scope. This upgrade now decreases recoil. Makes sense. That'd be good. Demonstrator's trick. Reduce upgrade size down from 4 to 3. Cool. Hazard recycling. Increase laser charge gain when an element is fully applied to you. Nice. Sturdy. Increase damage resistance while firing. Yo! 78% damage resistance? Now here's the question. Is that additive with something like, Protective Slider, I think it's called, where it gives you like 30% damage resistance while sliding? If that's additive with that, then you get 100% damage resistance while sliding. I assume it's not. Mitosis. Increase the chance for pelts to spawn by 40%. Okay, cool. Munition Siphon. Increase grenade charge rate. Breeding Season. Reduce upgrade size from 10 to 6. Good. It wasn't good enough to justify being 10. Pellets are not created from other players' swarm launchers more often. Increase radius by 20. Alright, so now it's really becoming a fucking swarm. Okay, that's a nice thing to fix. Reduce upgrade size from 6 to 5. Nice. I've never used that, but apparently that's alright. Migration. You can now correctly sprint while firing when auto sprint is enabled. Wow. That's magical. Atmospheric energizers. Increased ammo generation rate by 200%. Oh. Well, that's pretty good. Quick release. Increase move speed after releasing pellets. This is nice. Oh. That's not very good. Plate launcher. Fix an issue where plates could bounce infinitely inside certain shields. Those who know. Explosion damage multiplier is now a visible stat on this upgrade. Increased explosion damage multiplier. Cool. Damage arc cooldown is now shown in this upgrade's stats. Changed how damage arc kills are counted. The plate launcher is treated as the explosion source if you shoot your own plate. If you shoot someone else's plate, the weapon you shot it with is treated as the explosion source. With this change, your damage won't be transferred to another player if you shoot their plate. But if you own the plate, you can still trigger any of its upgrade effects by shooting it. Okay, cool. Fence and construction, decreased interval between lightning bursts. Oh, so those are just straight buffing fencing construction. Lightning effects are now visible for other players. Cool. Okay. High ground is fixed. Sick. And now for the sad part. Gunship cannon. Unarmored hull piercer point demolition. Damage is now applied additively for these three upgrades. These upgrades now provide more damage at a base, but will be less potent when stacked with other damage boost upgrades. So, the main issue with Gunship Cannon was the fact that all three of these upgrades were multiplicative damage boosts, and they all multiplied off of each other. Which was really funny, but didn't really make a lot of sense to me, especially because none of the other weapons really had that same sort of functionality. So my thought process was either they did that same shit with all the other weapons, or they just kind of hit this one, which is, it turns out they ended up hitting this one in pretty much the exact same way they hit Lead Flinger, which is everything is now additive. But the consequence of that is it means a lot of the multiplicative damage boosts now, a lot of the multiplicative damage boosts don't do anything now, which is kind of sad. Thumper now decreases damage. This is justified as well. Lagrange Halo. I don't know. I thought Lagrange Halo was really funny, but I never thought it was really useful. Apparently, it's actually kind of useful now. Orbital bullets hit targets more consistently. Now pass through surfaces, but lose some damage every time they pierce a target. You can now sprint while firing orbital bullets. Increased orbital bullet lifetime by 50%. Orbital bullets now correctly colored when an element is applied to them. Orbital bullets are now partially affected by the gunship cannon spread. Orbital bullets can no longer damage allies. Fixed an issue where orbital bullets weren't appearing for other players. So basically, the new meta is to just, like, stack, like, 50 or 60 shots circling you, and then walk into a fucking amalgamation, and then watch it get vaporized. I'm gonna have to make a build on that, but, yeah, that's interesting. Missile Bay. Missiles are now partially affected by the gunship cannon spread. Missiles having no spread completely bypass the downside of some upgrades that gave really big boosts in exchange for large spread increases. Our intent is to have missiles be affected by stat changes like spread in the same way. I don't know, man. I felt like the missiles had quite a bit of spread. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just bad with missiles. Entirely possible. Elemental munitions reduce upgrade size from 8 to 5. Ballistic charger. Increased missile damage. Nice. Added a new explosion sound that's not so loud. Thank you. Firmly planted. Now reduces move speed while firing rather than locking you in place. Thank you. Hold plating. Increases damage resistance while firing. Cool. Higher caliber. Reduced upgrade size from 10 to 8. It's still awkward as hell to fit in, but this is nice. Increased explosion size. This is not by much. They could have gone further than this. Am I happy that it got buffed? Yes. Could they have done more? Potentially. But, still, like, it is what it is. Trident. Hornet hunting. The speed stat is now correctly labeled as speed. Cool. Lone cannoneer. This singular change, right here, makes Trident insane. Trident is now one of the better weapons in the game. I recommend trying it. Pressure cooker. Reduce upgrade size from 7 to 5. Now greatly increases damage for each charged bullet. Cool. Fixed an issue where globs sometimes weren't fired when releasing the trigger when combining this with other upgrades. That's unfortunate. Impact funnel. Increases the rate at which your damage increases from taking damage. Thank you. Decreases the amount of damage multiplier lost when you fire. Thank you. The glob. This upgrade's description now correctly says it increases reload speed. Increase reload speed when the globler is unequipped by 45%. Volatile element. Reduced upgrade size from 4 to 5. From 5 to 4. Increased chance to infuse a glob with a different element. Nice. Forceful expulsion. Reduced upgrade size from 4 to 3. Instant detonation. Reduced upgrade size from 5 to 4. Volatile acid. Reduced upgrade size from 6 to 5. The Carver. Increase the duration before blood stacks start to decay by 3 seconds. Decrease the rate at which blood stacks decay from 2 a second to 1.5. This is a nice change. Added 2 new Carver upgrades. Safety warning. Rare. Damage is increased, but you take more damage while sawing. That's okay. Aim for the liver. Saw in a much smaller area. Damage is increased. This is also nice. I haven't used these two yet, but it's nice to see you're getting some more damage increases. Deflector. Reduced upgrade size from 6 to 4. Shield now provides damage reduction. Yo? Big deflector. Now also increases the damage resistance provided by deflector. Hold the phone. Might be getting somewhere with this, boys. Nutritious cores. Reduced upgrade size from 6 to 5. Increase the chance for a health chunk to spawn by 150%. Hold the phone. Updated this upgrade's description to reflect that it has a chance to spawn health chunks when killing any target, not just cores. I like that a lot. That actually is really, really, really good. That's sick. Alright, I think Carver might now be a lot better. Good thing I got the Arc Flash Carver build, which I'm pretty sure is just made better by this. Now displays the correct value for damage per stack, increases damage per stack. Oh shit, okay. Rage stacks now time out after 5 seconds rather than 1 second. Rage stacks no longer evaporate when you switch weapons. Sick. Splash Guard, this upgrades min-and-max stats were previously the same, so we widened them a bit. I don't even know what Splash Guard does. Slippery Blood now displays the correct threshold value. Reduced blood threshold required to recharge your movement ability. Oh shit, okay. This upgrade previously required far too many blood stacks to be useful, so we're making the blood threshold much lower. Depending on how it performs after this update, we might look at changing it more in the future, since it doesn't have much synergy with other blood upgrades. I think having maximum blood synergy is the way to go. Bloody Jumping. Reduce upgrade size from 4 to 3. Love that. Increase jump height by 100%. Hell yeah. Ignition recharge. Increased ammo gain when ignited by 650. Holy shit. I think it was like 6 ammo before, so that's going to be a lot of fucking ammo. Rush. Reduce damage taken by 50%. Nice. The Cycler. Corrode Siphon. Reduced upgrade size from 7 to 6. Increased chance to regenerate ammo from 11% at base to 18 and max 24. Increased generate ammo by 50%. Nice. Scorching Detonation. Reduced upgrade size from 9 to 7. Nice. Increased explosion damage by 35%. Oh. Oh no. This Cycler is becoming a problem, I think. Cycler's about to be crazy too. Cycling Repairs. Violent Ignition, sorry. Reduced upgrade size from 8 to 7. Cycling Repairs. Increased minimum healing from 0.75 to 0.8. Oh. That's not much. Equipment Siphon. Reduce upgrade size from 5 to 4. Increase ammo generation rate by 25%. Nice. Superheat Reaction. Reduce upgrade size from 5 to 4. Momentum Overload. Reduce upgrade size from 8 to 4. Holy shit. Increased extra move speed by 25%. That one really got a buff. Toxin Recycling now also increases damage. Yes. Extra light frame. You can now correctly sprint while firing while auto sprint's enabled. Nice. Finally. Charge Shield. Reduce upgrade size from 3 to 2. Increase damage resistance. I gotta try that one out, honestly. I think a lot of these damage resistance ones we gotta start trying out. Because when I first tried them, a lot of them were kind of lame. So, maybe the buffs and some other things will make them good. Elemental Discharge. Reduced upgrade size from 5 to 4. Increase explosion size by 1 meter. Increase explosion damage. Holy shit. Yeah, that's also going to be really good. At least for getting things the fuck away from you. Maybe make it even bigger. Smart Slide. Reduce upgrade size from 6 to 5. Energy Convergence. Reduce upgrade size from 7 to 4. Whoa. Adrenaline Reload. Increases reload speed by 10%. Focus Lens. Reduce upgrade size from 4 to 3. A lot of... they're just trying to get you to get more in there. Grenades. You can now throw grenades while sprinting. Cool. Fix an issue. Actually, here's the thing. Pretty sure you could throw grenades while sprinting beforehand. I noticed an issue sometimes where if you were going really fast and you did it, you would throw the grenade and it would get stuck in you. Apparently, there's also an issue where grenades could get stuck in your hand and you just simply wouldn't throw them. So apparently both of those are fixed, which is nice. Incendiary Grenade. Cluster Bomb. Reduced upgrade size from 12 to 10. Could have gone a little bit further with that, I think. Cluster Bomb's not super powerful, and the mod is insanely huge. Increase the rate at which you gain stacks of combustion. Nice. That's extraordinarily good. Decrease max healing from 32 to 25. An acceptable nerf. An acceptable nerf, especially with the fact that you gain like 184% more fucking stacks. The area where your last grenade detonated is now correctly visually marked. Increased recharge rate while standing near your last grenade. Increased extra damage recharge speed by 30%. Increased extra recharge speed by 10%. Cool. Gambler's Bargain. The grenade's chance to kill you is now reset when you die from any source. Cool. Acid Grenade. Heavy Support. Reduced upgrade size from 8 to 5. Nice. Reduced increased cooldown. Nice. Turbocharge. With this upgrade equipped, overclock explosions that would kill you reduce your health to 1 instead. So, Acid Grenade giving you one-shot protection was not on my bingo card. So, that's really sick. We're going to be trying that out at some point. Modding. This is no longer interesting to me. MISC. Fix an issue where some upgrades were applied in a different order depending on the selected language. Basically, we nerfed French. That's fucking hilarious. The Aussie Jackrabbit's pistons now move when it fires. Hell yeah. Double the text chat character cap. Hell yeah. VFX and audio from being healed by Glider Rocket no longer play if you're already at full health. Hell yeah. Glider Rocket explosions are now quieter for other players. Hell yeah. Fixed an issue where some upgrade stats were showing values rounded to fewer decimals than were being displayed in the UI. Cool. Moved the replay missions button so it does not get blocked by the selected mission pop-up. Cool. Weapon ammo is no longer reset when exiting your inventory while in a mission. Exiting your inventory in the hub will still refill your ammo. That was really fun while it lasted. Busted as fuck, but still fun while it lasted. Skin combination probabilities now display the full decimal instead of using scientific notation. Cool! Time will tell whether or not these changes are good or bad. I think, generally speaking, buffing all the weapons because they nerfed gunship cannon is great. I wish they buffed some of them more, but I've also not used a lot of these upgrades yet, so maybe it's enough. We'll have to see. I'll make a follow-up video in a week or two, maybe after I made a couple of builds using the new upgrades and the new changes. Now, initially, I was kind of upset with how they handled the gunship cannon thing. I was thinking they were going to learn from the lead flinger and not hit it quite as hard, but honestly, I think it's healthy for the game the way they did it. I still think they should be adding some multiplicative damage upgrades to the other weapons, but either way, still a good change for game health and overall build diversity. Thank you for watching and supporting. Like and subscribe if you liked it and or want to subscribe. Leave a comment if you have some thoughts and opinions. I actually really want to hear everybody's thoughts and opinions about these patch notes. Some people who've been using the other weapons more, I want your thoughts, especially the DMLR users. What do you think about the changes? Anyways, that's enough for today. I'll see you guys in a week. Later.